Pac is back, ghost chomping at his feet. Pac's our hero, Pac just can't be beat, yeah!
Pac and yellow, Pac extreme, he's a chowing down machine. Yup, monsters, ghouls, and only one can stop him. Pac-Man rules!
The Pac is back, ghost chomping at his feet. Pac's our hero, and Pac just can't be beat. The Pac is back!
Carl and Damon here from Brrraains A Head-Banging Life. gbhblofficial.com for short. And it's they made what into a TV series. Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. We're in the 20s. We're actually facing at the end of season 1. I can't believe it. Episode 20. We've got far. We've done well.
Yeah.
PacLantis, written by Dennis Hawley and Marcy Brown. The episode begins with Pac, Spyro, and Silly in a battle with ghosts as they're trying to get a bunch of inventions back that Dr. Buttocks stole. So they're bringing back that thing they supplied previously that he was going to be into trying to steal the inventions. I'm down.
Yep.
Obviously, they win. And they get them back. But they leave something behind. And Dr. Buttocks reveals he has a map leading to the ancient lost city of PacLantis. Betrayers, Dr. Buttocks, and Butler then all leave to go there, much to the surprise of the Ghost Gang, who are like, wow, they're all leaving the Netherworld? That's odd, particularly for Betrayers. So they figure something big must be going on.
Yeah,
I don't love the setup of this. I really didn't want an Atlantis story. I really didn't.
Yeah, it sort of feels like they've stepped away a bit from the previous episode, and this is like a standalone one now.
But weirdly, this one will sort of link in. We'll continue an aspect of it, which is the hunt for Pac's parents.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is why they didn't do it from the angle of this being a temple of one of the pieces from the previous episode. That's not mentioned, unfortunately, so I don't think it is.
Yeah, I think like with most TV shows and TVs, there always has to be an Atlantis episode. It seems to be in everything, always.
It does feel very lazy, yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Cersei is happy to have his inventions back, and Pac shows him a piece of the PacLantis map, which group don't believe is real, even if Cersei does. He realizes that Pac's father may have hidden the map within one of his inventions, seeing as he was an archaeologist.
Yeah, lazy.
Pac wonders if his parents found it and disappeared there. And Cersei proves this by showing him a picture of Pac's parents on the water in front of a city. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
He also says that the bush of the berry of youth is supposed to be there, and should it be eaten, youth, basically. So we're doing fountain of the youth stuff here, but berry of youth. But what would happen if Betrayus ate it? Well, Cersei seems to think he'd get his body back.
Why? Why would he?
I mean, I guess if he goes younger, it doesn't reverse time. Like, I don't get it either.
Yeah.
But whatever, we've got a story. Pac and the gang are shrunk down and sent through a drain to where the sea meets the Netherworld to start their search. Okay, love stuff like this because in my head, I'm a big fan of trying to create a world map in my head. Try to picture what it is. And by dropping stuff in bit by bit, so we now know the Netherworld sits under Pacopolis. It's not a different dimension, it's under it.
Yep.
So the idea then as well that there's an area where the sea meets the Netherworld as well, I'm creating a bit of an image in my head.
Yeah, I mean, we've already got a good 6 or 7 locations of areas around Pacopolis, so we know it's quite a large map.
It's interesting, yes. They start the search. Happily, before they can get eaten by some fish, they grow back to normal size, scan, and then find a ghost. They do notice, though, they're being followed by more ghosts, but dismiss them as Betrayus is the focus, and they need to catch up with him. But, of course, the other ghosts are actually the Ghost Gang, who are following along. We do get a weird scene. I don't know if this is going to come back, but they seem to get seen by Butler. Right? He turns around and they quickly hide. But I was like, oh, is that implying that Butler might find out who they are? Because Butler has no love for Betrayus. So the idea that he ended up working with them, I was like, okay, but maybe this is just me hoping for more.
Yeah.
As they all make their way through the sea, fishy hijinks occur as Pac becomes insistent upon getting a PacLantis in case his parents are there. Now, I like this as well, the idea that Pac might be getting a bit obsessed, losing sight of things in favour of finding his parents.
Yeah.
Of course, both sides end up finding the sunken city, and Cilly is less than pleased to see there's a maze and the barrier's probably in the centre. See what I mean? She's like, oh, it's another maze. So is this a thing? Are we going to be exploring different hidden cities and
Yeah.
locations? Say that then. Brrraains has a head start already, so Pac and the gang have to be quick. Eventually, they make their way deeper, but end up having to deal with some ghost sharks and running into the ghost gang, who seem to be here to get the berry themselves. So it turns out they want, having found out what it is, they want the berries for themselves to get their bodies back. I appreciate they're being selfish here.
Yeah, well, of course.
Pac's not fucking helping you.
Nope. In fact, actually, he could have helped you 3 episodes ago, but he didn't.
And also imply he's putting them in serious danger because they've
Yeah.
been close to being caught and he doesn't even consider helping them. But it turns out there's only one berry left. The ghost gang are rumbled by Brrraains, but he's like, why are you here? But they make out that they're here to tell him, well, we were here to tell you we found PacLantis. And he's like, well, yeah, we're in it. Like, he is an idiot, but it is quite funny. But thankfully, again, no time to dwell in it because Pac arrives. Everyone makes a play for the berry desperately as Butler is chased by the sharks, but inevitably leads them back in. It's a close call, but in the end, who gets the berry? It's a ghost shark. A ghost shark gets a berry. Pac and Bugs fight over the bush, but end up basically, when they're trying to pull it out of its position, it seems to loosen the city and everything begins to collapse.
Yeah.
Pac does eat buttocks, which I thought was quite funny at least, buttocks getting eaten, before he can escape. Pax tries to save the bush, but has no choice but to leave it behind and the escape as the city kind of disappears into a lightning storm, which I thought was an interesting idea as well.
Yeah, so it makes you think like there's other realms and other worlds, so like it's been transported somewhere.
Yeah, because at the end, when they return to Cersei, he says like that's why nobody can find it, because it disappears. Basically, it never stays in one place. I thought, okay, that's an interesting idea. I don't think we'll see this city again. I don't. No. But I do think there's the idea that maybe this is the second of an area explored, and we're going to keep doing this, hopefully, as we go on. But we should mention that Brrraains and his group also got home okay, because we wouldn't want them to be in trouble. I didn't love this episode, mainly because I don't really love the Atlantis stuff, but I didn't hate it either. You know, it's kind of fine.
I mean, if they continue along the stories with like exploring different temples to try and find his parents or whatever, then I'm okay with that, as long as the story's good.
As long as the story's good, that's all we really want. But we are facing the end of season 1, so we shall see how it continues. For now, this was episode 20 of season 1, PacLantis. If you've got any thoughts, you know what to do, let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website where reviews, news and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at gbhbl. Just search for gbhbl and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.